Bitcoin mining has become really centralized over the last half a decade. And so you've got these large industrial farms, but a movement over the last year or two has been the home mining movement. So we have the BitAxe open source where people are soldering these chips together and mining on their desktops. But you guys are really taking the lead of doing these lottery miners and from an industrial standpoint and selling them to the home miner. Would love to talk about the business behind that, and what kind of interest you're seeing in the market for people mining at home with smaller rigs, quieter rigs, and rigs that can provide heat for homes too. Gwen, please, if you'd like to take this one.
Yeah, so I think our foray into consumer mining started because, as we talked about earlier in the program, our CEO, our founder, is very passionate about the idea of decentralization of the network, as well as everybody on the globe should have an opportunity to do Bitcoin mining to participate so they're not shut out years from now finding out that, discovering there's this Bitcoin thing and not having a piece of that. So as part of that, he decided to invent consumer products that were easy to use, that were dual purpose. The byproduct of Bitcoin mining is heat. So, why can't you use a miner in your home to heat a room as well as mining for Bitcoin? And it was such a great idea. The machines that we produced all have regular, in the US, 110-volt power. Anybody can plug it in, connect it to your Wi-Fi at home, and join the pool and just start Bitcoin mining while heating your room, offsetting the expense of doing that. But at the core, it's just all our CEO's passion for decentralization and making it available to everybody. So I think it's a really great thing. We launched some products, 3 products at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in January. But other than that, we haven't done a lot of advertising, but because of just word of mouth and all the positive reviews that the products have been getting through influencers and people who've just gone online to talk about them, the numbers have grown without much marketing at all from us, just because there is an interest. People do want to participate. So, I think we've been more than happy with the results that we've been getting of late, and would expect that to grow. I mean, we've over the summer we've almost doubled the amount of machines that we delivered, and that was during the summertime when who's thinking about heating their room? But obviously the demand is there, people are interested, and I think that'll only continue to grow with the products that we have and other applications that we're only just scratching the tip of the iceberg on.
Yeah, and so a lot of these home mining things have been very DIY, right? Outside of Canaan, people doing it by themselves. I mean, they're loud and they might not be as visually attractive as the products that you guys create. So I think it's so cool that you guys are really pioneering the home mining aspect of it all. And if we look at the Nano 3S, I believe that has 6.8 terahash per second, right? And so, I mean, an S9, the workhorse of the 2017 era, I mean, that thing has what, 13 terahash? So it's like half an S9 right there that you can just sit on your desk. It's quiet, it's beautiful. It has an app that you can use that's super simple, right? It's just plug and play, ready to go, and you're part of the lottery, the worldwide lottery to win a Bitcoin block. Every 10 minutes, a new block is discovered. A block today is worth $380,000, right? If you find one of them. And so I did a little bit of the math. And so if with a Nano 3S, if you run that for a year, you've got a 1 in 3,500 chance of finding a block, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's so cool. I mean, and
That's our smallest machine. I mean, we have
yeah.
3 versions, and that's the small one. That's the one that I have, so it's more approachable perhaps. But we have our Nano. I'm sorry, our Avalon Q is
Mhm.
which Q is for quiet, so you can have it running in the background and it's not distracting. But that's, what is it, 90 terahash per second? So
Yeah.
that's and it runs on the same chips that we use to make industrial machines. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's all so cool, right? I mean, it just I'm not that technical myself, but I've been able to get into mining a bit and just to participate in
Oh,
the network
very good.
is is it's so much fun, and it makes you feel like you're playing your part in Bitcoin. But
Yes.
making that transition from the industrial miners to the home miners, what was that like from a company basis? Did you have to create new supply chains and do what goes into that? I have no idea. Tell me.
It all attributes to our CEO who was really good at creating consumer level products. Most of our team members are still coming from industrial background, but the Asian supply chain has been so flexible nowadays that you can easily design a consumer level product and test run them at a very minimal cost and run this concept to prove they're worthwhile. So it actually started as a Kickstarter program, where we were trying to kind of test the temperature a little bit. But then, more and more people start to embrace the idea of Bitcoin mining, and we, adjust our software and make people's interface easier. And over time, we getting more products out, and we are working on some of the other very exciting projects right now. But it all comes down to the concept that at one point, with the help of new technology, industrial level products will move into consumer level products. It happened to PC. It happened to home monitoring system, video surveillance system. It happened to smart home system. So I would say in time it will happen to Bitcoin mining, because if you think about it, more than 99% of the electricity used in Bitcoin mining will be transformed into heat, right?
Mhm.
So it's a big burden for the environment if you run it in places where the heat is just dispersed into the environment. But it's actually doing people some good if you can reuse the heat for multiple purposes, right? So if you create a smaller gadget, surrounding the heat, that means you can use it for smart home purposes, and then you can control it with a cell phone, and you can share your experience online, and you can educate your kid with what Bitcoin mining could be.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you could drop a like and a share, it would help in our mission to accelerate adoption. If you're looking for more Bitcoin signal, join over 10,000 readers of our newsletter, Bitcoin News Weekly. Every Monday morning, we send out the biggest headlines of Bitcoin to keep you in the know in under 5 minutes. Links below in the description. Then come hang with us live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We break it all down live on stream with a new guest, and you can add your 2 sats in the chat. See you next week.